looking at AI now, it's very important for us before we jump into the nitty gritty in this course and I show you the technical aspects of creating presentations using AI to understand the fundamental concepts of AI. We need to understand the tool that we're going to be utilizing, right? Otherwise, we'll just be using a tool that we don't know much about. So we hear the term AI thrown a lot these days, but what exactly is artificial intelligence when we're talking about it in a societal sense? How does society view it, and what are its implications? And ontologically, what is AI, right? What is the essence of AI? So AI is essentially just a program if you think about it, but there's more to it. And I'm looking at it from a computer science sense. You don't have to know all these details, but it's nice to kind of grasp as much as you can of this, only because it kind of helps you see the back end of its design, because ultimately AI is designed by developers. So AI relies on a few things. One is called machine learning. Machine learning is where AI as a system itself tries to learn from existing data, and it uses that to adapt and it uses that to improve its performance in the course of time. Then you have what we call the NLP, which is natural language processing, and that's AI's methodology to emulate human speech and human language. And that's really important because it's natural for us as humans to want to communicate with things that sound like us, right? I mean, if you go to try and speak to some sort of animal, say a bird or whatever it is, I mean, there's only so much communication that you can have, right? There's no human language really, unless if it's like a really smart parrot. But jokes aside, NLP is a really important feature of AI, and by understanding that AI uses NLP, we can see how AI functions when we start using it, right? So you'll get to realize, hey, this is how it works on the back end. It's using natural language processing, right? So just good to know. This is all just good to know stuff. Automation. So AI, one of its primary focuses is automating repetitive tasks. So things that can be done in a repetitive manner, AI is very good at handling those. And the beautiful thing about AI is it doesn't get tired, right? It's not like a human being. We have our limitations. After some time, we start getting tired, or we may get bored or exhausted or frustrated. Not AI. AI is a program, right? And it functions on these very fundamentals. So it's ingrained within the AI design, and that's what makes it so powerful. And then it also relies on neural networks. So it mimics the human's brain structure, enabling complex pattern recognition. This is a very beautiful quality of AI. Sort of ties in with the NLP, but it expands on that, right? So it tries to not only speak like a human, but also think like a human, which is really interesting. So that's how the developers of AI themselves designed the infrastructure, the framework of artificial intelligence. So the impact and evolution that AI has had when it comes specifically to presentation creation is a lot. But just to list a few, content generation. So AI can now help us, like ChatGPT and tools as such, they can help you develop content. You can simply ask AI with correct prompt engineering implementations to give you a desired slide deck, to give you the content that you can take and drag and drop into either Google Slides or Microsoft Word for the web, or Beautiful.ai, or even in PowerPoint itself using a developer tool like VBA, Visual Basic for Applications. So all of these things, right? And so we'll look at all that, right? And that's what I want to kind of get into in the subsequent sessions. But most importantly, right now, I want to focus on the impact and evolution and sort of the background of presentation creation and how that exists in synergy with AI. So content generation, it has boosted productivity significantly because, as I mentioned earlier, creating presentations took so long, but with AI, with the rise of AI, it's very easy to create presentations now. Also, human query resolution rate. You ask for something, you get it instantly. Unlike in the past when you wanted to create a script, you would have to write it down, you would have to type it, and it would just be very, very time consuming and you would have to refine it many times. But you can ask AI and you can just keep refining it and have the program just spit out all the data, all the information that you want, and you can have it refine it for you. Automation in lieu of human intervention. So instead of us intervening and, again, doing things ourselves, we can have AI do things for us. And we'll look at some of those procedures. So that's one of the aspects that I really want to focus on in this course is automating processes, right? Is how do you create PowerPoint presentations in the most automated fashions as possible, right? In the most automated manner possible. And we'll look at a few ways. Some methods that I'll present to you may be semi-automated, which means there's a little bit of intervention involved and automation, so sort of an integration of both. And then other ones may be more on the automation side where it does the majority of the work for you. So we'll look at both, and I think you'll find this very, very intriguing. And then also model accuracy improvement. So just the overall model of presentations has been created to be much more visually appealing and more consistent in terms of its theme. So these are some of the impacts and evolutions in presentation creation, and look forward to the next sessions where we will start diving into more details and getting into the technical aspects of these topics. And thank you.